Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Valagar Aloevain back for the final part of our High Road chain, which again is located here in Evening Star. So this quest here is bestowed by Olin, and you can only actually pick this quest up if you've already completed the other 4 quests. You can actually red box this, so if you are in a quest or group with somebody who you haven't done the first part or whatever, you can always red box and just continue on. So now that we have that here, we are going to head into the high road. Now this quest here is located on the far end, all the way here. So the easiest path to travel is actually just right down this main road here. And obviously if you do have a horse, hop on it. It's, again, a little bit of a trek. Not the longest trek for some of these quests. Right. So again, as you see, it is a little bit of a trek. And we're almost there. Alright, so here we go. Now, at the very end, you're going to see kind of this little stone wall, kind of a little building. This is where we're going to enter in and get started. So as you'll see, we're not doing these on Reaper. That is because we are level 20, and it will not actually let us enter in on Reaper because the base quest is still considered a heroic quest. So despite being at level for the quest, it still doesn't let us do this. So if you are wanting to do these quests here on Reaper, you do need to be at 19 or below in order to be able to do that. Alright, so once in, of course, you're going to want to buff yourself up. And then we're going to want to go ahead and talk to this guy right here. And then we can head through the door actually into the quest area. Alright, so once here, we want to head through the gate. And immediately through the gate, we kind of run into our starting fights. So while doing this quest, as you notice, we do have an optional to pick up the Netheril plans. Now, I will show you where those are as well. That way you can grab that extra experience while going through the quest. Alright, so the first one here is going to be directly off to the west, kind of on these crates, which as well breakable, so dual purpose there. Alright, once we have that one there, we're going to head around and continue on. Now you'll see on the road every now and then there are going to be some spell words. So just be on the lookout for them if you are wanting to get that full trap bonus. You'll also notice we are coming across these... Oh, sorry about that. I was losing my voice a bit. Which I know you guys are probably saying, thank God. Anyway, so we are still running into these event guys. For us, it's still day 3 of the event. Again, we just do a lot of recording. So here's some more spell wards. And essentially we want to head along the path here. Again, as Z-Bub's here pointing out. You can run into them, and they do hurt. So you do just watch yourself and be careful. And basically, you're going to want to follow the main path here at ways over the tree. And again, it does help to have spot, as you'll spot these as you're going. Alright, now at this point here, off to our left, we'll have a small little encampment of guys. In here we'll have a few more breakables, as well as just a bunch of guys to kill. Once they're done, again, just continue on the main path here. Now, once we get a little bit past this point here, we are going to start running into some traps. And it's going to kind of start placing in lines of these traps here. Alright. So, immediately after that group there, to our left, we do have a few more spell wards, as well as a chest here in the corner. So the chest itself is locked, so go ahead and pick the lock. You'll be able to get in and grab some free random loot. And then again, we're going to continue down our main path here. So we got a little rest shrine. Now at this point, actually just after these guys here, that's where we're going to run into those lines of spell wards. So they should just be coming up. It's honestly been a long time. Oh, they're going to be right down there. Okay. Before we get down to that point, however, we can actually head off to our right, heading up the hill here. And this will actually lead kind of around to a small little house. Now at this place we do have an optional. This guy is always up, so just go ahead and hop in here, grab them. You can also see a whole bunch of other trash too, so just watch yourself as you're going through this. Oh, and I did not mean to pull them, but pull them we did. Alright, so there we go. We got the optional. As you see, we just got some guys up on the roofs. Once everyone's dead, we can go ahead and loot our chest here. And again, it's just a random loot box. But if we just head south here, still in the kind of little forest area off the path, we're going to run into our second Nethery scroll. Now, once you have that, you can either run past them, or you can turn around and head back. Now, here's where, as I mentioned, that kind of line of spell wards. So you can go ahead and grab all these for those trap bonus. Now, if we hadn't gone down that path, we would have just been coming up through the path here. So it's kind of like their own little magical barrier. And this is where that second group of guys that I accidentally attacked and pulled in, this is where they would have been standing, is over here. It's kind of a false sense. It makes you want to rush in. But definitely in this quest, there are too many of those spell words where you don't really want to go rushing ahead unless you know what's there. Even here, they got ourselves a little barricade. Too close. Alright, at this point, you just want to continue down, and whether you choose to head down this path here, or circle back and head down this one here, either way it will lead you to the docks of the water. So, one just has a few more kills, but neither one of them are required for the optional. So it really is dealer's choice at that point. Now, if you do want the optional, once you're done killing on the bridge here, so I'm just going to pull them to us. Alright, so once we got them all defeated there, what we're actually going to do is just head north and make our way around the wall here, fighting some bears. You also come across, other than the bears, you also come across some people. And right there on the stump where they were, we're going to have our other scroll. Alright. So this would be our number 3, so leaving 1 left. Now, heading north down here kind of leads into an inner circle, as it were. So we'll head around. And once we get to kind of the eastern side of the castle here, we're going to see all these Yuan-ti. And over in where all the Yuan-ti are is actually where our last scroll is going to be. So in Heroic, again, the XP isn't the greatest amount for this optional. However, in Epics, the XP has gotten a significant boost. So even here, it's 1500. It's not terrible. Considering the actual amount of quote-unquote extra effort you got to do, it's really not much. Most of them are along the way. Now, continuing to head south, we'll kind of come into this pool where you will see some mudmen, and you can get, which it does seem we did, a unique name mudmen here. So he is an optional, not always up, and as he is considered an orange name, every normal thing that you have to drop him will also work there. Again, random loot box. Now from this point, we can actually head up the hill either here, or most players just head straight up, although it may look like they blocked us out now. Alright, so yeah, up here, we can head all the way up, and we get to our bridge. If you didn't take that there's that bridge section. All you'd have to do is continue to the back end, and it would lead you up through here. Now, also at this point, just up the hill here to the south, we do have a set of shrines, if need be. Now, once we're all done that, you're going to want to head north into the... yeah, the little guy from the start there, he kind of didn't make it. But you're going to want to head north into the camp. And start our assault on the actual fort here. So the first little fight, the caster will summon in a bunch of umbral rats. And he's really not too brutal there. And then we're going to head in. Now, once we're in, you'll notice that there are these ramparts all over the place. And ramps. And yeah. So where you want to go is you actually want to head off to the right. You can grab the breakables here along the way. But the ramp that you want to go up is this one right here. So you'll head up here. It's kind of got a little circular bit. Again, caster summoning his rats and other umbral shadows. And more breakables. Now, once you've got that, you do just want to continue up the ramp. And from here, again, more breakables on the side if you want to grab them. But you just want to hug the inside here. And from here, you can actually see most of the breakables and, you know, shoot them on the side. So you want to continue just hugging the kind of the fort here, the inner part of the fort, and just proceed along the edge here. Now, at this point, you'll get to a point where it actually leads inside and has another set of shrines. Now, this shrine here is a use or lose before the end fight. So, your choice whether or not you want to use. There really is no harm in actually using it and getting kind of capped out if you need be. As well, there are some breakables there. Now, once you're in the corners, they do have some breakables. As well, you'll have to watch out for these spikes. They will actually hurt if you land on them. So, again, just watch yourself. Now, what's going to happen here is we have these casters who are doing dumb things. And essentially, they end up summoning something from the Demon Abyss. And he's none too pleased. So, it's kind of just prepping and waiting for the fight. He'll spawn in. These guys will become aggressive, as with the big boss. Now, the big boss has one really annoying attack, and it's not really an anti-gravity, but he likes to throw you up into the air. When he does throw you in the air, again, it's, like I said, it's an annoyance, and actually can throw you back up top there if you position yourself correct. On top of that, him throwing you around, like so, can throw you out of here. So just again, be careful. He'll also spawn in waves. First wave is of Dretch. Second wave that he spawns in, it is more renders. So while he's fighting, he's gonna teleport around, throw you around, use our renders. And there we go. So once he dies, regardless of what's spawned in, it will unsummon it. So there is that. At this point, you can watch them as they kind of do some dialogue options. But ultimately, we can grab our loot. And then we can head on out. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed. It's been a blast, and I will see you guys later. Have a good one all.